Some of you may be existing RealPro Systems clients, but for those who may be new, just a little introduction to RealPro Systems, who we are and what we do. We are the leading provider of websites and complete internet marketing systems exclusively for real estate professionals. We offer a menu of products that can help you build and manage your real estate business wherever you may be in your career. So whether you're a new agent, a more experienced agent, or a team or broker, we're able to provide all the tools you need, and we grow with you in your career. So today we'll be talking about two proven and really powerful lead capture tools that are part of the RPS Gold Plus system, as well as the Platinum system, but for today we are going to be focusing on the Gold Plus system. So those tools are the Smartphone IDX or MLS search tool, which is a buyer lead capture feature, an Automated CMA or comparative market analysis, which is a tool for capturing sellers. So the lead conversion process starts with step 1, which is brand awareness. Here, we're taking the initial steps to put ourselves in front of potential leads, which in your case is your buyers and your sellers. The second step is to engage with your audience and putting something in front of them that prompts them to interact. And then the third step is to bring your prospects to the forefront. This is where you're able to set them apart from just being your contacts and identifying them as interested and qualified prospects that are most likely to become your clients. The tools and system we'll be discussing today provides everything you need to cover all of these steps and in the process and manage them along the way. So to start, we'll be talking about Automated CMA, which means comparative market analysis. This is a tool for capturing seller leads who are often looking for the value of their home prior to listing it. So the RealPro Systems Automated CMA, or Comparative Market Analysis, is one of the tools to attract potential sellers. What you're looking at here is a sample of a stealth site with Automated CMA. And for those of you who are not familiar with the term stealth site, it's basically a website designed to be used as a tool or resource for the user without any obvious branding to any particular agent. So this provides a less intimidating, less invasive environment for a potential seller so that they feel more comfortable about providing some basic lead capture information. And we'll go over this in a little bit more detail shortly. So now this is just an example of one stealth site. These are completely customizable within our system. So it's a simple form. It has predictive text, so you'll see there as you start to type in an address, it actually starts to recognize an address. It's a progressive form, so once they've entered their address, this form will appear that prompts them to correct any specific information about their home that may be different. The reports are generated from the county's database, so if there was any recent remodel or something that may not be completely accurate, this form actually allows the user to validate that information for a most accurate estimate. And then they're asked for some basic information, like their name and email and perhaps a phone number. And this allows you to capture them a lead, but it also allows them to register to receive a monthly automated update of this report. What's great about the way it's presented to the user is the fact that here you see that behind this box, we call this a light box. This is an actual report, so they know that what they can expect and the information that they're looking for just by providing a couple of pieces of information. So they can actually see the value of what you're going to be providing them once they provide their information. So then they see the immediate results. It gives them a comprehensive summary of their home, neighborhood ratings, a map of the area, and then a list of some other homes in the area that have recently sold with side-by-side comparisons. And they can select any of those homes that may be similar to their own Maybe they have the same floor plan, or they're on the same street or in the same neighborhood, which then just adjusts for a more accurate estimate. One important thing to note here is at the top, this customizable feature up here that allows them to reach out and contact you to get a more professional analysis that may have them scheduling a personal visit to their home, or something that will allow them to fully evaluate the actual listing price. And then, as I mentioned before, they'll receive a monthly report of this data. So it'll always be most accurate, and they can watch to see the trends of what's happening in their neighborhood. Plus, now that you have their home address, email address, and other information, that will allow you to incorporate them into your own engagement strategy. So whether that be a drip or blast emails, snail mail, phone calls, whatever you may currently be doing to reach out to potential sellers, now you have that information. So another tool for capturing buyer leads is the Smartphone or IDX mobile search. It's different from other forms of MLS search in that it captures the buyers where they're at, so when they're searching, which is usually when they're out looking, driving around, walking in a neighborhood. This tool actually brings the home search experience right to their fingertips when they're most likely to be looking. Smartphone and mobile search uses IDX. So for those of you who may not know what IDX is, it's basically the technology that connects your website to the MLS in the area, so that your site can provide access to those MLS listings. Buyers are looking for listings. It's that simple, and that's usually where they start. If you want to attract buyers, then you really got to provide them with those listings. Most people start their search online. In fact, 9 out of 10, and of those, over half of them are using mobile devices, smartphones, tablets, iPads, etc. So they're basically on these devices while they're searching for homes. And this number continues to increase. So what does that mean? Well, it means you need to meet these potential buyers on their devices and make sure to give them the best experience possible. To be competitive, you'll be able to provide them with the listings. Otherwise, you risk losing them to another agent or competitor, perhaps another service like Zillow or Trulia. So you don't want to lose those leads. So here's a scenario showing how you can use mobile search to drive offline traffic back online, where you can capture leads and engage with users. In this photo here, you'll see above the for sale sign what's called a sign writer. When potential buyers are out viewing drive-by listings, you can put this essentially right in front of them, promoting your smartphone or mobile search on the MLS. So perhaps what they've stopped for to look at maybe isn't quite in their price range, doesn't have the features they're looking for. So by having a search option right in front of them, you can easily capture buyer leads. There's a URL as well as a QR code, and all they do is just pull out their smartphone or tablet and go right to your site, which they can search. When they get there, there is a Find Me button. So if they have their GPS enabled, it'll actually show them all of the listings in proximity to where they're at. And because there's lead capture built in, now you can ask them to register and begin the process of communicating with them and putting listings in front of them that meet their search criteria. So now you've made it really easy to buy from you. And here's a better image of the sign writer graphic. This is a completely customizable, and so when we send out the recording of this webinar today, we'll actually include this link as an editable publisher file. So you can take this to any local printer or sign provider and have these edited and produced for your use. So this IDX system has some really nice tools around mobile. Again, with so many users going to their mobile devices for home search, having a mobile optimized search experience is really important. So what that means to the user is that it's designed to use on a mobile device. It responds to the user on a touch screen with commands such as tapping and finger scrolling, which is different than a site that can just be seen on a mobile device. And this IDX has automatic lead capture on all devices, so capturing them as a lead with a simple form is a much more user-friendly experience. So you really want to be able to capture these leads to be able to start to engage with them and move them into becoming a client through the sales cycle. Plus, this allows you to control the trigger points to customize the moment in which you ask them to provide this information, as well as how you'd like them to provide it in order to continue. A lot of agents are using what's called the delayed lead capture strategy, which provides an opportunity for them to customize how many listings a user can view before they're asked to register. So this way, they're introduced to the information that they'll be able to access, and they'll be able to see the value so that they're a little bit more willing to exchange some basic information in order to view those additional listings. So with integrated IDX from RealPro systems, it's distinctly different than just having listings appear on your site. With this system, you're going to save a lot of time and energy and eliminate a lot of extra steps involved because of what the system will do for you. So first, it's going to automate the process of importing and updating all of the MLS listings. So if you enter a listing into the MLS, you need to only do it just once, and the system will pull that automatically and then make that available on your site. So any price changes or modifications, those will only need to be made once so that there's no duplicate entry. The second point is that all of the listings available through the MLS will be branded to you from your site. So rather than being branded to the listing agent, these are going to show up as listings that are available through you. RealPro Systems does comply with the MLS requirements and disclosures, but the presentation will incorporate your branding components. The third key point is the email home search cell site integration. We'll cover this in a little bit more detail next, but it's basically a buyer lead capture tool where buyers request to be contacted by email when specific homes that meet their search criteria become available. So this is all included as part of the integrated IDX system. Fourth component is the lead synchronization between IDX and your RealPro Systems database. So what that means is that when somebody registers from your website or on your cell site, it will actually import them into your RealPro Systems database automatically. And then the fifth element is SEO, or search engine optimization. So with integrated IDX, the content within the MLS is actually pulled to your site. So what that basically means is that when someone's searching for listings within the MLS, your site will appear as a resource for those listings. So one example of this may be that a user does a search for a specific address after seeing a for sale sign at that home. So your site will actually show up in the results because you are able to provide the MLS listing right from your website. So just to summarize, IDX integrates all of these things for you so that there's no extra work or time involved. The IDX that RealPro Systems has to offer really is the latest in IDX technology, with the flagship feature, of course, being mobile search. And then there's lead capture, which we just talked about. It also features customized search options, enhanced widgets, and greater SEO capabilities. So I'll just spend a moment explaining those other elements. So customizing the search experience allows you to set those custom settings on a per-page basis. So for example, maybe you have a page that features waterfront properties or maybe a distressed properties page. This feature allows you to control each page individually so that you can set up registration criteria that's specific to that page. So for example, you might require registration on a short sale listings before they can view any properties, but then set waterfront properties to allow them to see maybe 2 or 3 properties before they have to register. So there's also mapping options built in. So this one here shows, provides a walk score to a property, which shows the proximity to amenities within an area. This can be this can range from very walkable to car dependent. So this just allows the user to see what's available before they drive out to that home. You know, what's in the general area. IDX has improved SEO, which gives the user some basic short tab settings where they can manually type the page URL, give that page a title and description, and then enter in search keywords that just help the search engines find your pages with that search criteria being matched. One of the strategies that we recommend is using the address of each MLS listing in all of the fields shown here, so that when a user is searching for a particular property by address, your site will actually show up in the search results. And of course, these users are people that you really like to capture as leads because they're already a little further along in the buying cycle and have clearly expressed interest in a particular property. IDX also has a tool for Polygon search page generation, and this allows you to create a search page that's customized to an area based on its geography. So you can use any polygon shape that you'd to feature an area that you'd like, and that may not be specifically defined by the MLS. So for example, you can create a page that is for maybe a specific neighborhood or subdivision, or maybe an area of a tax district or other criteria that's valuable to the user but may just not be available in the MLS. This definitely helps to overcome some of the MLS search field limitations that either don't exist or are left blank. And this also is also an SEO-friendly feature, so you can control the URL and the search engine optimization fields specific to this page. So if you're building, let's say, a golf course page, let's use the Oakway golf course area as an example. You can fine-tune that URL to actually have Oakway golf course real estate, and then fine-tune the content on that page to contain Oakway golf course real estate as well. And then, of course, all the listings from your Polygon will be searchable by users looking for Oakway golf course real estate. So when everything is consistent with your SEO strategy, that's when you get the best results. So this tool really provides you with the ability to get that consistency. IDX also allows you to build widgets. So with widgets, you can provide a more user-friendly experience that lets the user engage with your website. So there are just some standard widgets, such as the quick home search, where users can put in an area, a price range, number of beds and baths, and just get started with their search very easily. So these are generally found right on the home page or sidebar, so that they're really easy to interact with. There's also a property player widget where you can highlight the specific homes that you've listed. Maybe these are the newest listings, or perhaps the ones that have just been reduced, or even just featuring all the homes in an MLS with specific features that you select. So this is basically just a slideshow of those listings. And this is a great for community pages or neighborhood page where you want to just the content to feature the area, but you'd like to put the listings right in front of them. So the user can just click on any of these images and they can see all of the details. So IDX also supports the new account sign-up widget. So any user that comes to your site that would also like to create an account where they can save their searches and favorite specific listings, so they can do that with this widget here. They can then receive daily alerts that will send them an email when listings that meet their search criteria become available. So when they favorite a listing, they can track price changes and other things that help them see what's happening with a property over time. And then this last widget here is our newest widget. It's a map-based search widget. And this is a fully interactive map that you can place on any page of your site, and it's allowing the user to interact with the map. They can zoom in, they can move it, they can move in and out, they can actually just hone in on an area that they'd like to see. And so all of these widgets are what's called dynamic, so that there's nothing for you to have to update. They're just always going to pull the latest information from the MLS and make that available. So now that we've provided an overview of our lead capture features, which again are the Automated CMA and Smartphone Search, I'm just going to take a moment to provide some ideas on how to promote these capture tools and put them in front of your buyers and sellers. So within Gold Plus, we also have the stealth sites, and we talked about the seller's Automated CMA stealth site, and that's shown here on the left. And we also talked about the home search stealth site, which incorporates mobile search lead capture. So that's where the user will register to see listings. This shown here on the right is a lead capture form known as our email home search. And this allows users to enter home search criteria and then receive email alerts when the MLS listings match what they're looking for. So what a stealth site really is, though, just to summarize that, is it's lightly branded or unbranded to the agent or brokerage. They offer a free service to users with instant and immediate results by requiring a configurable lead capture form. So again, someone visits a stealth site because they want to see the value of their home or do an MLS search, and then they're willing to provide information in order to generate those results. So it's a great non-invasive way for a user to give you their information so that you can begin to reach out to them. So the marketing of your RealPro Systems stealth sites can be done in a variety of ways. So here you see an agent who's chosen to brand his automated CMA site to him. And this here is a postcard that he sends out inviting people to sign up and get a monthly CMA report by registering right from his website. So it's branded to him. He's a well-established agent in this area, so this works well for him because he's able to provide this useful report to potential sellers as a bit of a personalized service. And here's an example of how you can do that by email. So he's now able to capture leads before they list. And in the email, you'll notice that it's branded to the agent on his own email stationery. So here's a postcard that's worked really well, especially in light of the recent upswing in the market. There's been a lot of people who've been kind of sitting on the fence for several years now, waiting for the market to recover a bit before they're willing to list their homes. So this is a great message for those folks who want to see what the value of their house may be today. So one of the ways that this can actually be sent is a service called Every Door Direct Mail, which is actually a service of the U.S. Postal Service where they basically just deliver to each mailbox in a targeted zip code or a smaller area within a city, and it's significantly reduced postage rate. And so, you know, the last 4 digits of a zip code that most people don't know, it can actually target by areas as small as that. So this can be done through any mail house. Most printers can also provide this service. And then another way to send it would be by purchasing various mailing lists targeted by some household data such as maybe household income, home value. There's a lot of other data that the county makes available as public records. So most professional print shops, mail houses, these providers in your area can assist you with purchasing lists, designing your piece, printing, and mailing of your postcards. So I highly encourage looking into that. So here's an example. Of a print ad, which can be placed in the real estate section of a local paper, or maybe the real estate booklet or publication. Here's some samples here. So this is a really great way to advertise this free and instant and easy service. And they're just basically taking out an ad designed to reach your target audience offline and then send them to your stealth site to bring them online. For your online audience, various sizes of banners or button ads can be placed in online publications, again, such as the online newspaper, or other online resources. This again is the Homes and Land online version. And here your audience is just a click away from getting their home CMA available from your stealth site. For your home search site, obviously you're targeting buyers. So of course, print and online ads serve the same purpose in the same types of real estate publications, driving traffic to your home search. Here's an example. But also pay-per-click marketing, such as Google AdWords or other online advertising where you're setting a budget and that then serves impressions, so you pay only for the clicks until that budget is reached. Here's an example of a Facebook ad And Facebook can actually target by geographic area, interest, age, marital status. There's a close-up of that. So basically any of the information that the user provides in their profile can be targeted. And then again, you're only charged for the clicks on the ad. You can use any of these marketing tactics to drive traffic that may be offline back online, where then you can capture them as leads. You want to make sure to include your URL on all of your mailings and your ads. And here's just an example of one for an open house that's just also going to, you'll see there that it's promoting the stealth home search site. You'll also want to promote your search site on your flyers and in any real estate publications that you may already be advertising in. And then here, this is a QR code, and this is just a graphic coded to a particular web page. So when you scan this with a scanner app on your smartphone or your tablet, this will just take you right to the page. So QR codes work really great. They can be scanned instantly, and if you're advertising in a newspaper or any other printed publication, they can take them right from an offline to an online environment. So then here's a dashboard view of all the leads captured from your stealth websites. And as you can see, RPS Gold Plus, they put them all in one place for you. So now we've talked about generating seller leads with automated CMA, as well as the buyer side of lead generation with mobile search, which is the IDX feature. And both of these features are bundled as part of a complete system, which is RPS Gold Plus. So now I'm just going to walk through a few of the other tools and features that are part of the Gold Plus system. RPS Gold Plus really provides you with a complete web marketing system. So that includes your main website, a mobile website, and again, it's optimized for mobile, so it provides the best mobile experience. It also includes tools for social media and a blog. Integrated IDX PT, which again provides the mobile search capability for your home search stealth site. And then there's also the home value stealth site, and that's where the automated CMA feature is found. And then a couple of things that we'll talk about, which are the system's ability to show feedback and to send RPS video mail. And we'll talk more about these features in just a minute. And then the system's back office includes automated lead import, lead management, an automated follow-up system, and tools for video management. So I'm just going to go over a few of these features real briefly. So this is your main website, and of course we build all of our clients' websites. So your RPS site is customized and branded to you, but it's also important that you drive traffic to your site. So by putting any listing in the MLS, you're going to be driving traffic to your site. And this is an example of how you can use your MLS data feed pages to drive traffic back to your site. So here's a screenshot showing that there are, on this example, over 80,000 pages for this website indexed with Google. So what that really means is that there's a combination of pages that both the agent has created and pages that were generated from the MLS that are picked up by the search engine. And a lot of these actually come from the IDX search. So what we're doing here is by putting all of those ML listings there, they're going to be working for you on your personal website. And so we've talked about the lead capture tool available on your website. So when you can drive traffic there, that's when you can capture those leads. Another feature of Gold Plus is a mobile optimized website. So if users are on a mobile device, it's really important to make sure that you're giving them the best experience and one that's really designed for the device that they're using. Here on the left, you have a mobile-friendly site. So it works, and it contains elements that maybe aren't as easy to use with a touch screen. For example, some drop-downs that can be complicated and very hard to do with a touch screen. And there's that example of that mobile-friendly site. On the right here, you'll see that this is a mobile optimized version. So it's going to be thumb friendly, it's sized for the device, there's no left to right scrolling, and you don't need to pinch and zoom to see all of the material. So it's a much better way to display information on the device. So, and of course it has mobile search with built-in lead capture. So within Gold Plus, we also have tools that help you consolidate your leads from all of your different sources. Over 38 are supported, because we understand that most agents have a multitude of sources from which they gather leads, and Gold Plus automatically imports those for you and all in one place. And this happens automatically and is all included at no extra cost. So once you have your leads, whether they're generated from Gold Plus or any of your other sources, Gold Plus has the tools to let you follow up with those leads. So we have an email blast tool where you can just send emails either individually or to a group of leads that you can categorize as you'd like. Then every email that you send is branded to you on your own stationery, which is a reflection of your brand that can be designed with the style and the elements of your website. You can compose and send these emails individually, or you can also use the pre-written drip campaigns that come with the system. So they're set to be sent out on a schedule, which you can completely modify and set to whatever schedule you'd like. And you can also customize the content so that it's very specific to you and your area. And you can route from each source which campaign that the lead will receive. So you can see here a couple of examples of how you can categorize your leads. And then you can cater your messaging to their interests and the type of lead that they are so that you can choose how you want to engage with them. Another really great tool with the RPS Gold Plus system is RPS Video Mail. So as you can imagine, having video featured in your emails increases the rates at which people will open it from 2 to 3 times. And this is extremely effective. This integrates with your YouTube channel, so you can include any video you'd like and then just embed it in the email. So when a user clicks on the image in your email, they're going to view it from a page on your website, and that's helpful because then they can engage with you and they are provided with all the other tools that you have to offer. So what's also great is that you do not have to be the one that creates the videos, although you certainly can. RPS Video Mail is great for using blast or drip campaigns as well, but you have the availability to favorite any video on YouTube and actually include that in your email. And then you have a great control panel that makes it really easy to set up. Gold Plus also has a feature that lets the market speak for itself. And these are really helpful tools that allow you to send out a showing feedback request to anyone who's recently viewed a home. So because you're getting honest feedback from home buyers who are likely seeing a lot of similar homes, this can be really helpful to address some of the things that may be keeping the home from selling. So perhaps a listing's been sitting on the market for a while and the seller really wants their home to be priced where they believe it should be, which isn't always what the market is indicating. So if you're seeing that the feedback is consistently indicating that the home is overpriced, this information can help you to have that conversation with the sellers, and perhaps they might consider dropping the price. And it shows comments that people have made and other information relevant to the condition of the home and how it may compare to other similar listings. It also is a feature that will notify the other agents that may have shown it if there's a price change or price reduction. So it's a nice little report that just helps the market to speak for itself. So just to summarize, RPS Gold Plus is a complete system. It features the Automated CMA and Smartphone IDX Search. Through these tools, you can generate leads through the buyer and seller stealth sites. These are powerful lead generation and capture tools. It allows you to capture leads by providing users with something that they want in exchange for an information needed to communicate with them, their email. and you provide it easily and instantly to them. Gold Plus gives you the tools to engage visitors on your website and keep you top of mind as they're going through the decision-making process of either buying or selling a home. And then by communicating with them, you're reminding them that you're there, but you're also giving them plenty to engage with. So when you get a lead that registers, you can start the process through drip emails and other means of communicating with them. Gold Plus also puts the tools in one place so that you can manage all of your leads, both from RPS as well as over 38 different external sources that are supported, and imports them into one system. And ultimately, all of these tools work together within the system to provide the essential function of converting more sales. Again, just to remind you, Real Pro Systems, we have several options that meet your needs and the systems that are scalable to you and your career. We talked about the features of RPS Gold Plus today, all of which are also included in RPS Platinum. And to learn more about these systems and the features and how they differ from one another, you can visit our website, or you can reach out anytime to one of our sales consultants by phone or chat right from our website. So our next steps, if you've already got a Gold Plus system and you just need IDX PT and as an upgrade, which is for the smartphone search, you'll just want to call this number here, 541-743-8500. But if you're either new to Real Pro Systems or you need to upgrade from Gold to Gold Plus, feel free to give one of our sales consultants a call, and that number is 541-743-8510. And so with that, we're going to go ahead and take questions.
Okay,
right.
Hello everyone, this is Nick. We do have a couple questions that pertain to the entire group here. The first one was the cost of the system, which is a great question. So the cost for the Gold Plus system, which Tiffany went through today, is $15.95 setup and $160 a month for the Gold Plus system, and that includes IDX, Automated CMA, and all the tools that we went over today. Another question we had was about the Automated CMA tool. Specifically, the question was, where does the data for that actually come from? And I think Tiffany may have mentioned this, but it's from the public county tax data. And so basically we just pull in all the information that's publicly available, and that's where all those comps come from on that report. So if you're in a non-disclosure state, there are some issues with that. And so what we always recommend before you sign up, you can ask your sales rep to test drive it and see what that looks like for you. And you can actually plug in some addresses and see, first if you're in an area where the information is available, and most states are, and then also how accurate those estimates are for your reports. And that's all we have for the questions today.
All right. Well, thanks everybody so much for joining us. And if you have questions, please feel free. You can visit our website at realprosystems.com, and all of our information is right there for you. Thanks so much, and we hope to see you again soon.